interrupt you to take our viewers live to Aqaba in Jordan, where this all-important high-level conference has been taking place on the future of Syria, attended by Arab leaders along with representatives from the US and EU. Let's listen in to that conference and the press conference at the end of it.
Turkish Foreign Minister and the Iraqi counterpart, as well as the minor group on Syria, the United States, France, which were represented by the respective Secretary of State and Foreign Ministers. Also, the United Kingdom and Germany, who were represented by the respective ambassadors to Jordan, in addition to our partners with the European Union, the Supreme Commissioner, after taking office. We welcome her and we wish her all the best in all her endeavors. Looking forward to working with her. In addition to that, we had a meeting with the UN envoy to Syria. Both the meetings handed down two respective statements. The Arab Ministerial Liaison Committee handed down a communique reiterating the established principle with respect to the developments unfolding in Syria. I would like to reiterate that we all stand by Syria, the people of Syria, the brotherly Syrian people in their upcoming phase of rebuilding following decades of killing, destruction and displacement, until the Syrian people achieve their aspiration with the establishment of a sovereign state whereby all the rights of the citizens are preserved and its territorial integrity is preserved, where all the Syrians can live in peace, stability and security, which they all deserve. Our message is clear. We all stand by the side of the Syrian people, and we will do all what is in our power to help them build them a better future towards a stable, secure life, which they have been lacking and wanting for decades. We also reiterated that the upcoming phase will be a phase whereby it will be an all-inclusive. All the Syrians must take part in the decision-making process without any discrimination. This can be achieved through the mechanism established by the the UN Security Council under this Resolution 2524, where a transitional process will be all-inclusive, and all Syrian peaceful political transition process will be launched and inclusive, where all the political factions and social forces are represented, where Syria will reach the political system where all the Syrians, without any discrimination, are represented, without any discrimination on the basis of religion, ethnicity, or sect. Also, women, youth should be included. The mechanisms are detailed in the final statement. Again, I reiterate that we are all supporting Syria and we are all on the side of the people of Syria and will help them until they be able to launch an all-inclusive, comprehensive political process where the future of Syria is secured and guaranteed. This is an historic movement, and we wish this moment to be translated into a historical achievement, a historic landmark for the Syrian people, which they have been aspiring to for decades. Again, this historic moment will and must be translated into a historic milestone, and we will continue to support the people of Syria, and we should ensure that all are on the side of the people. Again, I reiterate, it should be an all-inclusive political process where all the people of Syria, without any discrimination, are represented, and the rights and obligations of the people are cherished. We also reiterated the role of the United Nations and the League of Arab States in helping our brotherly people of Syria in their coming transitional period. And we will continue to work with the United Nations, where a UN mission be formed in order to lend a helping hand to Syria, and it will be equipped with all the necessary mechanisms in order to help the Syrians translate this process into a tangible, workable process and usher into a better future. This is, in a nutshell, what we have agreed upon today. This is the start of a long journey of joint work, which we all agree it should and will be shared based on the clear principles, namely Syria building a better future on the basis of the established principles I have just mentioned. No doubt more meetings will follow, and we will continue to rely on our European partners in supporting this process. We also reiterate that there should be a full and comprehensive humanitarian assistance to Syria, whereby we'll be able to provide and cater to the humanitarian needs of the Syrian people. We also support and endorse the role of the Syrian institutions to continue to go back on its feet and resume their duties towards the public. We do not wish Syria to fall into a quagmire of chaos or anarchy. We wish to see Syria and the Syrian usher into a better future, workable future, and the mechanism to reach this future are all clear. They are detailed in the resolution 5304. The Syrians must feel that this historic moment, it is their own moment that will be translated into a historic milestone. Present at this press conference, a number of officials, some of them were forced to leave due to some commitments, and I believe the final statement and the joint communique is expressive of our shared goals and our common effort, where we are all standing by the side of the Syrian people who deserve all support and all assistance in order to be able to rebuild a free country, with no room for any terrorist or terrorist groups, a country with total and full sovereignty, and a country with a comprehensive inclusiveness political process while the territorial integrity is preserved. Another issue I would like to reiterate: the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Syria. During the Arab ministerial meeting, we were clear condemning the Israeli incursion into the demilitarized zone, violating the 1974 agreement. Also, the continued airstrikes on the Syrian territories. This will help but plunge Syria into anarchy. It will complicate the process, while the entire world is aware that this is a historic moment to seize, and it should be a moment to take Syria forward rather than plunge him into mayhem. We demanded Israel to withdraw from the territories they have occupied, and we reiterate that the Golan Heights are occupied Syrian territories where Israel must pull out of it. I have to stop here, and I give the floor to my counterparts.